So yeah, there you go. So look, this is going to be mute. It's going to go, you know, it'll be fine in a couple of weeks. It'll be fixed, but it just shouldn't be released like that. I mean, it's not a me problem, is it? It's not a you problem either. It's a their problem. Really? $70? No. But it's all down to this amazingly modeled, study level 3D cockpit that allows you to really fly the 737 in your own home.
Nevertheless, grave danger, I fear, it is training.
See you then, folks.
Yeah, that's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.
And we will certainly make the buttons and say special goodbye then, folks. See what happens. See, it's climbing all over the place. Come on, crashing it. Right, those buttons. It's time for us to sign off. I think she wants a treat. Do you want a treat with the buttons? Do you want a treat? Okay, just look at me until I actually get off the speech. Excellent, folks. Pleasure as always. You too. See you next time.
Greetings, folks. Welcome to Friday stream. Friday stream, folks. We're in. Oh, here comes producer buttons. The other camera isn't working today for some reason. Just woke them up. I don't know. Don't know what to tell you. But producer buttons here is looking for something, so we're going to have to fight through it. Yes. So we are going from. We're going from Wroclaw in Poland to Lippstadt in Germany. Yes. Echo Papa Whiskey Romeo. Wroclaw. Here comes producer buttons, and I can't turn the camera so you can't see what's happening. You're going to have to wait, producer buttons. I'm sorry. She's messing around the control now and everything. Brilliant. Let's see who's with us. There might be someone with us here. There we go. That looks like someone's turning around very, very abruptly on the taxiway. That's tagging up there. Let's see who that is with us. It's usually quite quiet on Fridays because everyone's in the pub after work. It's a Veersper. I can never pronounce it. A V. Beardingham. Greetings, B. Beardingham. I hope you're doing well. We have on the chat. We have Being Beardingham, of course, or Von Beardingham. Sorry, Von Beardingham. I've got it. Oh man. We've got Wolf. Greetings to you, Wolf. Good morning to you. Redcap is with us as well. Evening, got that Friday feeling, he says. I see the post-flight takeaway curry and bottle of red in my future. Yes, that's what we all need. Limp Rocketeer is with us as well. Greetings, Limp Rocketeer. Hope you're doing well. Oh, poor little buttons is going crazy here. Clappy D's with us. Redcap's with us. Ian Bevington's with us. Clappy D saying hello to Redcap. I'll go to Wroclaw. Wroclaw equals Wroclaw. It's pronounced Wroclaw. Okay, cool. Woohoo, says Von Birmingham. Excellent. Now, I'm going to have to get up off my seat, and you know I hate doing that. Right. I hate having to get up off my seat because I didn't bring the treat with me to subdue producer buttons, which is the first item of the checklist. So I'm going to have to get up off my seat. I'm sorry about this. It's been... Ian at Bevo, right? Ian, would you do some stunts there? I'll be gone for about 8 seconds. Isn't the vision jet? He won't be able to do these stunts. I'm just going to give the dog... Yes, you've got to get a treat. I'm going to give producer buttons a treat and back in 8 seconds. Sorry, it's awful to be leaving the stream. I can't do nothing about it. There you go, producer button says treat for you. Let's hop to the cockpit, folks. Where's my book? Where's my pad? Very important. Not one of these. I like to write things down. I've already loaded the flight plan, as you can see, and I started the APU. That's about it. Okay, and I've just examined the flight plan a little bit. That's all. I started, of course, with turning on the batteries, etc., and the ground power. APU is also on with strobe and auto. We've got to put the passenger signs on, put the smoking and belts on, and crew oxygen supply would be nice. The fuel pumps I already put on. Very nice. So, folks, let's see how this goes. Okay, so. Von Birmingham says, Redcap 282, thought I'd give it a bash. If someone else doesn't own that aircraft, does it show up as a generic? Yes, it does. It's infuriating because some people are flying around aircraft, and there's quite a lot of them now, and if I were to buy them all, it would just be silly. I'd have no cash left. Hopefully Microsoft will sort this out soon enough, folks. Really, you know. Let's get the checklist out. I said I would yesterday, didn't I? Just have a quick gander of it. So I've done all the pre-cockpit, all that kind of stuff. Request clearance. Okay, great. De-ice not really required at the moment. It is quite cold though. 10 degrees. It's not really cold. So we're not going to put the transponder on. Obviously, the beacon lights aren't going to go on yet because you haven't loaded up our aircraft. Let's load up the aircraft, folks, shall we? Let us load up the aircraft and go into my flight. Oddly enough, the reason I've done the flight plan already, usually I do it on the stream, is because SimBrief wouldn't give me Sydney Star. So I had to go flip-flopping around, you know, which is a bit of a pain in the neck. Let's go to mass and balance there. QNH is quite low, 0990, which is strange. Let's load the aircraft instantly, folks. 148 peeps, 59.3 and 31.0. Okay. Flight number 1, cost index 5, we can speed it up on the way. The altitude, cruising altitude is actually 36,000 feet. 36, flight level 360. Let's go to our mass balance then. Okay, so let's confirm that. No, it can't be 39, 30.0. Really? No, 31.0. 31.0, I knew it as I did it. I knew it as I did it. 31.0. 31.0. It's a little bit dull here if you're looking at me. Is it a little bit dull in my face? Let's remedy that, shall we? Zero fuel. Oh yeah, there it is. There we go. Block fuel planning. Great. It's a bit lighter there. That looks a little bit better. Look a little bit better. I'll leave that on there as well. Okay, there we go. Block confirm. 3.9. I've got 90 minutes extra fuel. And there we go. So I've already checked the flight plan out. It looks a bit dodged. We'll talk about it on the way. Well, it's not dodged, just it goes overhead and into the procedure. So checklist then. Start up APU bleed. It has already started. APU bleed. We want the APU bleed, folks. Look before you press. Now, as we have the APU on, we don't need external power over here. There we go. Thrust levers are idle. Engine area clear. Okay, we need to push back first, really, don't we? Yes. Let's get rid of all the chocks and cones. Gunpowder unit gone. Chocks and cones gone. Great. Let me connect the tug. There's the tug. What I like about this airport, look here. Oh, they've stopped now. Oh. You can see people moving back and forth earlier on. I don't know why that stopped. That's very disappointing. I want to show that off. What the deuce? Isn't that a bit strange, folks? Let's have a look inside. No, they've all stopped. They were moving. They were moving. I promise you they were moving. But no. No, they ain't moving. Catering is in an odd place. Okay, fair enough. They ain't moving, they ain't moving. Redcap says, fun fact about Paderborn, we never refer to this as Lippstadt. Okay. Is that the Himmler's airstrip during 1939-45 disagreement? I don't know anything about that, really. Wroclaw sounds like a Vorts Avar. A Vots. Oh, I butchered it. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. Let's get moving. Let's get Pushback going. So we need to make sure we're in arc mode and 10 miles out. We need the tail to the left as I see it. Let's start the Pushback. And pack a break off. Pack a break off, folks. Oh, look at this. This is, who's this? Oh, it is Lim Brocketeer. Rim Blocketeer is joining us, folks. Rim Blocketeer. The ground staff are admiring your livery. Rim Blocketeer, very nice. Very nice. Loin group. Very nice indeed. What else have we got? Black Bev and Pete New Zealand is with us as well, folks. Let's start turning the aircraft. There we go. Let's start up engine number 1. Boom. Number 2, should I say. Boom. There we go. A very nice detailed airport here. It really is very good. I'm just sad I can't see the people moving around now. They were. I promise you they were. Do you know? Stop, please. That'll do. Oh, we'll get in the line. Will we get in the line? Yes! I got on the line. The yellow brick road, folks. Not very straight. Looks a bit zigzaggy there. What's going on here, folks? There's Ian Bevo and Von Beardingham. Yeah, what's that about? I don't think it's like that in the real world. I doubt it. Okay, let's say goodbye to the truck. Park it back on. The beacon light should be on already. Oh no. Nav lights on, please. And we put that on there. And the taxi lights on. Leave those off. We've got engine number 2 started. There it is. It's kicking off. Let's put on engine number 1. We got some noises. Angry dogs, folks. Angry dogs. Excellent. Always puts me in too high for some reason. I don't know. I don't know why, folks. We got number 2 coming up. I have been playing around with the 737, folks. Nighthawks with us is this high exclamation mark route. Yes. Do you know what? I have to put in the chat bot. That's another thing I really want to do. Nighthawk, you know, and I got to get to that. But how do I get the route in automatically? It's quite a bit to prepare already. So it's in the title, Nighthawk. I've lost all sound. Oh, okay, I've switched on YouTube. Oh, you've switched to YouTube. Oh, what a bummer. What's going on with the sound then? Let me just check that out. Am I having problems with Twitch again? YouTube's fine. But Twitch is giving me issues, and I hope it's not me. Let's just, if you don't mind, I'm just going to have a look here. I'm going to log on here. I just want Twitch, for the love of God. Not whoever that is. Well, I have to search for my... That's Twitch there in the background. Don't worry, you're not hearing any voices. There we go, there's Gripper Sim. That's Twitch there in the background. No, sound is fine on Twitch. There we go, there's Gripper Sim. And 1440p is good. Excellent. Okay, so you got 2K Twitch. Twitch seems to be working. It might be just a volume bar or something like there in Nighthawk. There's Ian Bevo, Pete New Zealand, we said already. We've also got Nighthawk, someone else. Oh, great. Now, where was I? Foolishly. I was putting on the lights. I put the lights on for shits and giggles. I know it's for ice and all that kind of stuff, but look. It'll be dark. We're coming in almost dark. Okay, so both engines are on and available. We do not need a people lead anymore. We don't need the master. This is so easier to the 737. That's where I left off. So I was hoping to stream the 737. I was up till all hours last night. Time went so fast. And I just had these weird issues. So I'll try again tonight. Okay, checklist. 4 taxi checklist, please. Boom, boom, boom. Fuel flow, yeah. Hydraulic fuel pump switches on, yeah. APU selector is back to normal now. Let's not forget that and embarrass ourselves. For takeoff checklist. For taxi, probe window heat is on auto. It is as default. Let me just put my eyes on it just so if you don't use it, you lose it. There's the anti-icing there. Look very simple in the Airbus. Heading indicator and altimeters. Yes, you don't want to make that mistake. No, sir. We're cruising at 36,000 feet. I'll just put it straight to 36 there. Let's make sure the constraints are on. There we go. That's all. The rest is managed. Standby instruments. Yep, that's there. All good. We leave the Q&H on that one. Radios and avionics are not really using at the minute. Oh, my radio stack has come on. Okay, so it is now working. Great, because I was just looking at that for the 77. Excellent. Autopilot is on. Flight directors are on. Both are on. And brakes and spoilers are on the spoilers for ejected takeoff. Put the brakes up to max. There we go. There's the brakes up to max. Elevator trim. Let's do our V-speed, shall we? I went a little bit too fast there, folks. We are taking off on runway 29. Surface is dry. Flap configs are always 1. Force toga. Negative. Backs are on. Boom, boom, boom. 138, 140, 141. 140 and 141. Good. 138, 140, 141. Down 1, down 0.1 and flex 1050. Flex 1050 degrees. And flaps 1, down 0.1. Boom. Let's just make sure we have that there exactly. Down 0.1. There we go. Very plain and easy. Happy days. Takeoff config, please. Flaps to take off. And takeoff config. Okay, that's all good. Let's get taxiing then. I'll finish the checklist first of all. Good. Elevator trim controls. Set trim, which you've done. That taxi lights are on already. Park brake release. Let's get taxiing, folks. All is green in the takeoff memo. Adding a bit of power, and let's start rock and roll. I think Nighthawk and Pete New Zealand, I did mention it, didn't I? I did. Great. Happy days. So, very good. Let's get going. So I've got lots of things to fix in this. Little things. It's there's a lot of work. You wouldn't believe it when you. Oh look, we got a reflection in the mirror, do we? No, that's not a mirror. It looked. Okay, never mind. I'm in a slightly odd mood today. Slightly odd mood, folks. That's okay. It's too bright. They're annoying me now. Let me think. Yeah, you can see me, can't you? Oh, that's much better. My eyes. It's just saving my eyes for now. And you can see it's quite clear. There we go. Okay, so as we're taxiing, flaps, yep, brakes, all good. It's much easier to do it when you're stationary. There we go. Really nice. Let's look at the comments. Get on the center line there. Oops. Floppy D says hit the recorder. I will hit the recorder. Recording started. Floppy D, can you share the plan through SimBrief? I don't know. Lost it. I can put it in the comments here. Bear with me. It doesn't give you a SID or a star, unfortunately, but I'll pop it in there anyway, if that helps. Right. Come on. Oh, it won't let me put in all the characters. There's no SID or no star, by the way. Can I put that in? There, that's a bit. There's no SID or star there, unfortunately, folks. There's a few comments there. We'll wait till we're taking off. That bus is in the way. Why would a bus be on the taxiways, folks? Why would Microsoft have a bus on the taxiways? Why would it do that to us? There's Pete waiting. Pete, New Zealand's flying the BA146. Nighthawk looks like he's on the Airbus as well. Very nice. There's Jack Bev waiting. And we will rock and roll, folks. Runway 29. Very nice. Let's push on the TCAS and the transponder. And lights coming on as we enter. Strobe on. And we're good. kind of weather can we expect? I don't think it's going to be very good in Paderborn. I think it's going to be quite hazy. There we go. Okay, folks. Let's just double check takeoff config. All normal. Alright, 50% of the throttles, please. 50% it is. All stable and up to flex. Power set up to flex. Flex is set. And let's roll. Bit forward on the stick. It would be nice for me to hit the chrono, for the love of God. Chrono's gone. 100 knots. Say the central line is very... 13 knots from the left, shouldn't be blowing us around like that. V1, rotate nice and gently. Come on, come on. Come on. Positive rate. Gear up. Let's click on the autopilot. And let's have a look outside. Okay, remembering at 1500 feet, I'm going to set the power to climb. Wroclaw. Wroclaw. I can't pronounce it. Germany. Right, back to climb. Climb power set. Climb power set. We're good. We're still climbing. Flaps coming up now. Very nice. Everything's fine. Nothing bad's going to happen. How are the passengers getting on? They're not hunky dory. Nice. All is good. All is well. So after takeoff check, spoilers are disarmed. Gears up. No warnings with regards to the gear. Auto brake. Disarmed. Switch those off. I'm going to switch those off. Well, that should have been takeoff. That's all good. And takeoff check is complete then, I guess. Flaps are up. All good. And we're coming up, passing a transition now in a sec. Let's go to standard. Standard once, standard twice, and I'll leave the center back up on Q&H. And we're away, folks. Now, let me catch up the comments there. Just going back to where I was. Wolf couldn't get his nav to work on the A320neo, so he's going to the Antonov. Oh, cool. Floppy D, can you share the plan through SimBrief? I don't know how to share it, Floppy D. Everyone like the stream, and let's get it to 30 likes. Yes, thank you, Wolf. Thank you, appreciate that. Don't forget to hit the like button, folks. That does help. Oh, we got something new here. Lobsomax. And he says something, and I'm guessing it's in Spanish, but let's make a little bit of an effort and just see what that means. Hang on. Let's see what he's saying here. Keep it up, my friend, he says.
Keep it up, friend.
What he said was? Very nice. Let's go to Spanish here. Come on. Let's make it a bit of a...
Gracias por ver desde España.
There you go. Thank you very much for your comment there. Lobos Max. Copy D, recorder when ready, I got that. Then I put the flight plan on. I'm not seeing an option for SimBrief to share. I don't know how it works. Sean, greetings to you, Sean. Sean is watching the whole setup of the aircraft. Looks so amazing. I continually fail at landing on my Jabiru 170. Soon I will take on the 747. Thanks, Greg. Well, Sean, keep playing around with it. That's all you do. You know, play around with it. It is hard first to land. Here's the crucial thing, though, Sean. Airspeed on final. You need to know what that is. So the Jabiru should be like, I don't know, it could be 70 knots, 65, 70 knots, something like that. So you need to know the speeds and final. So you're going to pull up to flare and you go back up into the air again. Then you try to force it down and it goes all over the shop. So it's an approach speed. Have a look on YouTube how to land a small light aircraft. That'll help you, Sean. Peter Beckton's with us. He says Scripper will be there in the Kodiak, no Kodiak landings today. Oh, will be. No Kodiak landings. Sunday. Sunday's the day. 603 is with us. Lots of new people here. I thought it was going to be very quiet today, folks. 603, I don't get to join a lot of flights because I'm in the States and it's 6 to 8 hours behind Europe. But on Sundays, I did have some memorable flights with the Gupper Sim guys. Good times. 603, welcome. Excellent. Is it early or late with you there? Yeah, it's a little bit behind in the time. You're probably still at work, isn't it? Sean says, I'm in South Africa where the timing is better, but the rolling blackouts we have countrywide dictate a lot of screen time as electricity is not guaranteed. Oh, what a bummer. I wonder how that's going to be happening over here soon. They're taking everything away. It just feels like that, doesn't it? Like all those necessities, food. Well, first of all, let's say shelter, and in heaters, in shelters, heating, shelter, food, security. Right, shelter and food. That's all very expensive now. Shelter and food, everywhere in the world. So what's going on? There's plenty of land for houses. I'm a pilot. I fly around, and there's lots of fields out there. There's just fields in Ireland. You know? Look. There's plenty of land for houses. So what gives? It drives me up. It angers me. But no. We've all got property problems, don't we? All housing prices have shot up. You can thank the big BlackRock, the big companies. And it's just not right. There's just something wrong. There's something wrong. Food. The war in Ukraine is not going to cause such havoc with food. You know? Honestly. It's shocking. 15,700 feet. We're going to flight level 360. I don't know if we'll make it there with the weight we have. I think it's going to start to stall. I think we're going to go into Coffin Corner. I'm guessing. That's happened, you know. We'll see. We'll see how it operates. That's what it's telling us. So all good. Sorry, I got a bit political there. Jeez, the buttons. Yeah, she looks pretty disgusted at me. Ian Bevington, can't copy from SimBrief. 205 characters, only 200 allowed, or no? We're coming into Paderborn, runway 24. Limp Rocketeer says, are we going to return today? I'm not planning it, Limp Rocketeer. I'll tell you why. I'm going to go again tonight. I just want to get the guts of the 737. I know I've done it ages ago and I've forgotten. I suppose, yeah, I'm going to not do a return trip today because I want to get the 737 going, and I was hoping to do it today, but I just couldn't get anywhere with it. There was all these little fiddly things to sort out. Flight plan. It's very awkward because, unfortunately, PMDG, they don't give you the pad here. You know, look, we did our performance for our V-speeds nicely there. You know, we don't get anything like that. It's hard to upload the flight plan in as much as you have to copy files around the place and move files and all that nonsense. PMDG, if they just really, they need to get this sorted out. That's one of the reasons I've kind of delayed it, because it's a pain in the ass otherwise. So I've tried again tonight. I don't want to stream it, do you know, because I look like an idiot and people will come and watch it and go, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. I'd rather know a little bit. So I just want to get from A to B in the 737 without getting stumped. And then I come on, then we'll ask people for help and all that kind of stuff. There's always somebody on that'll help help us figure it out. And you guys learn along with me then as well, no? Do consider subscribing. Thank you, Clapper D. Subscribing, by the way, just puts you in the channel list. You don't get asked any questions, or you don't get harassed or anything like that when you subscribe on YouTube. Same with when you follow. Just on your little channels, so you can select it. You know, it's like your favourites. Redcap says, Gripper for Taoiseach. No, I wouldn't even go near politics. I couldn't turn into one of them. Apparently, the word is that when you... Usually they start very early with the best of intentions. And they come out with the worst of intent. They come out with the worst, don't they, politicians? They're completely uneducated with regards to the ways of the world, if you think about it, you know. They're in these big high positions. Where civil servants have worked all their lives and specialise in it. And these guys, they can be a farmer. And they just got voted in. They'll say, look, I want it done this way. Because in their head, it pops into their head. And they don't know what they're doing, you know. Anyway, I'm not going to start talking about politics. It makes us all very upset. Down with that sort of thing, says Clappy Doo. Yes, down with that sort of thing. Nighthawk is here. One of the most rushed departures I have done in the A320neo. But it was fairly quick, because I kind of set myself up, didn't I? Before the stream started. You know? It's kind of rushed. So tonight, I'm going to play around with the 747. 737. Wow. 737. Get my other camera working. Do you know? The other camera won't come on. I just like that. It was fine yesterday. But no, won't. I'm looking at it there now. It just doesn't see the camera. I think it's a USB problem, because I do have an extension on it. I'll turn that off there. I do have an extension, a USB extension. It has worked. Sometimes it works. It works most of the time. I don't know. I'll sort it out. Yes, indeedy, folks. Right. It's all very quiet up here. Let's have a look and see where we are. 273 miles to go. Let's speed things up a little bit, shall we, folks? I'll just take my camera off there, if I may, when I'm having my snack here. I'll take my face off for a moment. Okay, there we go. All right, so no one on Twitch there, no? No one on Twitch there? Let's see, it's on Twitch there. Oh, most of you on Twitch, no? Interesting. Here, let's have a look and see where we... Sorry, you're just hearing. 17 on YouTube and 1 on Twitch. And that's Boston Elf on Twitch. Greetings, Boston Elf. No one seems to be watching on Twitch for some reason. That's okay. That's alright. It seems to be... I mean, we started on YouTube. From YouTube, you know, isn't it? That's how it works. Thanks, Boston Elf. Are you getting your 1440p, Boston Elf? You should be able to get 1440p. Let me know. And welcome. And greetings. And hope you're having a good Friday. I see you're being sensible. You're not going into the pub getting wasted. I said I was going to speed things up, didn't I? I did. You're being sensible? Or, look, it's what? 7:30. Yeah, look, if you're, you know, you probably won't go till about 9 o'clock. You'll have a beer before you leave the house. Alright? You'll have a couple of beers before you leave the house if you're clever. And then go to the pub half cut. No? Because you're not spending loads of money. I know how it works. Speed. I'll have control, so push the button towards you. I'm going to go a bit faster. We're going to go to just below VNE. That'll shorten the trip a little bit. So Mach 7.6. Probably Mach 7.8 or something like that. Lots of 27,000 feet now. No constraints we can see. I don't think that flight plan's right. They gave me... I don't think 36,000 feet will cut the mustard. You know... Because look here. That's quite short. So that's when we get to our altitude. And that's when we're descending. And we're only going 400 feet a minute for some reason. Simbrief didn't give me a sit or a star, which is very strange. I don't know why that is. Let me show you here. Let me just get some eye candy for you first. If you don't want to be looking at the sheet there. Oh, sorry. Here we go. Simbrief. Let me give me sit and star for that trip, folks. Let's try it again. Echo Papa Whisker Romeo. We're going from Echo Delta Papa. And we're going an Airbus A320. I think there might be an update. There's an update thing. No, it didn't come up with an update actually now that I think of it. And that's it. I won't do anything else and generate the flight. Let's see if it gives us a sit or a star. I did prefer the old way where you could see here, you could scroll down here. Now you have to view PDF, which is another page you have to open, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. Nope. I do have to update my Navigaph. There is sits and stars, you know. They are there. I'm not too sure, folks. While we're here chatting, I may as well. Oh yeah, too steep glide path ahead. Oh, it changed. Anyway, I'll fix that later. Now, let's just put in some data for our arrival. Climb is managed, cruise is managed, set managed. Approach! Let's have a look at our arrival weather. Okay. Echo Delta Lima Papa for Lippstadt. Issued on the 10th, which is today at 19:20 Zulu. Wind is 280, 14 knots, gusting 24. Oh god. 230, varying from 230 to 2320. Visibility, oh I like that. It's only 1900 meters. Rain, moderate rain and snow. Oh, it's snowing there. Overcast at 300 feet. Temperature 0. And dew point is -1. QNH 9 or 9 or 2. So we're going to have an interesting approach, folks. I have to prepare myself for a go around. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. 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 9 or 9 or 2. 9 or 9 or 2. I know we just said it. 280, 14. Zero. And our minimums then, folks. Minimums are as follows. We're coming in runway 24. It's going to be manual approach. There's the hole there. So push my truck around. Okay, fine. Let's put in the minimums first here. 874. 874, folks. The radio. Let me see if the QNH and temperature changes on the way down. There you go. Let's get the old camera back. G Cook Scotland's with us as well. Thank you, Boston Elf. He says, Roger, I've got 1440p on Twitch. Excellent. And it sounds fine. I'd like to see some Asia streams. That's a big world out there. Yes, Slim Rocketeer, you're absolutely right. You know? Also, we got Evan McCarthy as well, just to say hello to Evan. 6:03, lunch break over. Bye, guys. Ah, poor 6:03. It's gone to lunch. Weather's looking grim at Paderborn. Get comfortable. It's going to be a long stream. Could be. And I'm planning to play around the 737 tonight. Nighthawk. Lots of great flights. Could end at Kai Tak. Yep. Yeah, Asia is... I don't see a lot of stuff in Asia. I'll just have to get to Asia. I was kind of... Yeah, we'll have to do some weird places. Not weird places, but far away places, I think. Do you know? Asia's not weird. It's just... I mean, as in different places. Because we do stick around Europe for a bit, don't we? So I'll have to... I want to write a list of stuff for the next month or 2 or 3 months to do that are interesting, so I'll have to get to that as well. We don't need that. Let's put the engine on that one there. Now I'm check the fuel. Let's fuel. Very good. Very nice. Bostelf, Flightsim.to has a whole bunch of great freeware airports from Japan. I know. But here's the thing, Bostelf. Is there a way in Flightsim.to, because as you know, every few months we have to rebuild our whole sim. Every 6 months, let's say. And it's a lot of work. But all those downloads, I can tell you, it's a real pain in the neck. Pity Flightsim.to. They would be clever if they'd let you save all the stuff you've downloaded. So you could just download it in one go. And just shove it into your community folder. But I tend to just get stuff off the marketplace. First of all, I buy it off the marketplace because people are involved. You know, there are subscribers. There's people super chatting. There's subscribers on Twitch and members on YouTube. And I think they deserve the best quality, obviously. So that's why I really only go to payware as much as possible. Certainly in the midweek. You can't help it during the week. Sometimes during the week I just do the normal ones that everybody has, you know, including aircraft. You'll notice in the Sunday streams, should I say, the Sunday streams, we will do the box standard, so everyone can join in and not feel that they don't have an aircraft that I'm flying or Colonel Klink is flying, you know. But during the week, I like to have the quality of the fancy stuff, and I think it's only fair that we do that, you know. But I should invest in Asia, is what we're saying, I think, and Japan and everywhere like that. Clappy D, you can possibly share the SimBrief plan on Discord using the bot. I've got to figure all that bot stuff out, Clappy D. You are very knowledgeable. What is that? Let's click on that there. Oh. So that's Sean. Oh my god, Sean. 140. 140 super chat there from Sean. Sean just says, just saying thank you. I'm enjoying the peacefulness of this live session. Oh, great, Sean. It is kind of relaxing just to, while you're doing something else. I find I watch streaming as well from time to time. It's actually very relaxing. I watch streaming as well. So, Sean, thank you very much, though, is the point. I appreciate that, Sean. I appreciate that. It's very generous of you. That is indeed very generous of you indeed. Thank you so much. And I was just mentioning it. All the contributions to the channel go to the stream itself, with, you know, add-on airports and stuff like that. You know, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. So Sean, we have a new follower, Sean. Are you streaming are you simming yourself, Sean? Are you interested in flight sim? Because we're looking for newbies. As always, because I like to answer questions that I can answer. Now, I'm not a real Airbus pilot. I fly the little ones up to 5,700 kilograms. Just check it by department. There we go. But yeah, Not the big ones. Not the big ones. So we're trying to make it... Oh, we're at 36 and we're fine. Okay, good. At 36,000 feet, we're going at... ground speed's 440 knots. TAS is 478. Ground speed is what matters, really, isn't it? When you want to get somewhere fast. Do we have any wind? We have a headwind of about 48 knots, but it's about probably 40 now, maybe less, because it's coming from the side. So we got quite a headwind, 40 knots. If we didn't have that wind, we'd be going 480 knots if we had no wind. Even faster if you had a tailwind. The wind predominantly is from the west. That's where the wind predominantly comes from. That's why it's shorter to come back from New York to Europe than the other way around. If you're going to Europe to New York, it's going to take longer than it is on the way back. Do you know? Redcap, surely all you have to do is save your community folder, reinstall Microsoft Flight and transfer. Oh, you're absolutely right. Yeah. I mean, as I said it, I was kind of thinking that. That I could save it, and that's what I did with this build. You know. It just sometimes maybe I should start doing the old flightsim.to a little bit more. Also, I'm thinking of the future. Although it's complicated and it could cause problems, you can put your community folder somewhere else, and there's this other software you have to download to do it, and it'll speed up the loading times. Wow, that is Peter Bevington. Peter Bevington contributed to the channel with 5 New Zealand. Thank you. Wow, Peter, I hail you. We hail you. Thanks for all the Flight Scripper. Really enjoying your streams. Oh, great. That's great, Peter Bevington. That's cool, Peter. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. Peter's been with us for quite some time, folks. And thank you so much for that. Loads of chats coming in on YouTube there, folks. Thank you so much. Joy to the world, folks. Happy Christmas. Happy Simulation Christmas. It's amusing to think that during the cruise you just sit there. Now, I know you gotta monitor stuff. Well, I suppose everybody just sits there on the cruise. Do you really want to have to be doing anything during the cruise? You know? It's just the cruise, folks. We're going down into that cloud shortly, folks. G-Cook Scotland on Twitch says, I like you usually stick to payware. I've Stargate done downloading more freeware airports, but I'm worried how bad they will break the sim and update 12, etc. Yeah, that's the other thing with flightsim.to. You don't know, and they're you know, you got to go and visit. You know, that's another reason I don't do it with it as well, is because Redcap, you got to update them, and you don't know what's updated, and it's so awkward. So it is a messy one. But flightsim.to is fantastic. I'm not putting that down at all. I mean, that is absolutely... Some of the utilities are fantastic at some of the airports. I'm not putting it down in the slightest. It's just me, you know. Now, if I wasn't streaming, I'd probably use it a lot more. And I can't afford crashes. You know, I can't afford to be going, oh, I'll have this airport for the stream today, and then load it up and it crashes. And that does happen sometimes, so I can't afford that either. So I'd just be cautious as well. Postnoff, excuse me. There are very many freeware airports from Japan that are payware quality. I download them, of course, for free and just have the username there. Cannot see a problem. Okay, Postnoff. Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. You know, maybe, you know, I'll have to think about that one. Yeah, maybe for Asia. You know. Nighthawk. Microsoft Flight Simulator add-ons is the best you will get. All your community files organized. Yes, that's what I heard. I'll have to... That's so much to do. So much to do. Where's my pen? Where? What the deuce? I always have a spare pen. Always have a spare pen. Let me just take that down there. I'll have to get that going. Microsoft Flight Simulator add-ons. And you reckon that's quite cool. Best way to get all your community files organized. Okay. Let's do that then. I have seen it. And I went, oh, another thing to add. I'm just lazy. But all these add-ons, you know. Edward Kerr, greetings to you, Edward Kerr. Edward Kerr is working, is with us, giving us a wave. Nighthawk then says, with the Microsoft Flight Simulator add-ons, you can disable all your add-ons with one click and reload with one click. Okay, I'll investigate that, Nighthawk, because I haven't, in all fairness. Do you know? Can you update with the Nighthawk as well? FlightSim.to? Wonder, can you update it? I think you can. Let's investigate it now then, shall we? Why wait? Let's just see where we are. We have... Whoops. We have... a little bit of time. We've got 40 miles plus change to do that. So let's do that then, shall we? I'm opening up another page here. FlightSim.to. Why does it do that? Oh, there we go. Log on. Oh no, I'm logged on. I'm logged on. Let's do a search here. Why can't I do a search? Come on. There we go. Okay, so let's see. Microsoft Flight Sim add-on linker. Is that the one? Is that the one we're talking about? TBN. Okay, fine. Oh god, that doesn't look very good, does it? That looks awful. Oh. It's just a bad picture, I think. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked there. Yeah, is it a Microsoft Flight Sim add-on linker? First thing you'll probably do when trying this tool is first try and move your currently installed. Is that, I presume that's what you're talking about. Is that the one? Let's see what you come back with. Boston Elf on Twitch says, maybe since I have built about 700 PCs in my life, I just know how to make them stable. I think I'm stable with 300 add-ons in the community plus payware. But Gripper, of course, since you stream as well, it's another ball game to keep your system stable. You have your good points for keeping the risk minimal. Okay. But I do have quite a few add-ons in the community folder. It's just so big, you know. I'll have to think about it. I haven't put a great deal of thought into it. But I might actually download that Microsoft Flight Sim linker now. Add-ons linker. I presume that's the one you mean, guys. You know. Yeah, if there's a glitch, says Redcap, I isolate the community folder and transfer it back in slow time. Seems to work so far. Yeah, that's what I do. If you get a bug, get rid of the community folder and then you know there's something in there. So this is the one, is it? Sean says, I spend more time in Microsoft Flight Simulator using my Xbox controller. I suppose the gamer in me loves that. Then again, I am still playing games on my Atari, which I got way back in 1978, and it still works. Oh wow, do you have an Atari? That's the Atari, what was it, 2400? The brown one with the black top on it? That's pretty cool. So, yeah, Sean, the thing about Xbox is you can sit back on your couch. I don't know that then. You can sit back on your couch. There's a lot to be said for that. I love playing PC games, but you got to sit at a desk, you know. And there's something about Xbox and PlayStation where you just sit back at the couch, the fire's lit, you know, and you're just sitting back on your own couch, and it's actually very, very relaxing. Whereas if you're playing gaming in PC, you're kind of sitting up. Well, you get a laptop, but you know, it's true. That's why a lot of people have gone away from PCs. Now, it is making a bit of a comeback because there is a lot of stuff in PC games. There's a lot of more complex strategy games and city building and, you know, very what I would call a kind of intelligent or intellectual kind of stuff, or intelligent-ish at PC. So it's making a comeback. Certainly with regards to people building their own, I hear. So, but PCs you can put onto your TV as well, and you can have an Xbox controller and a mouse a wireless mouse, and I haven't tried that. I might try that, you know. It's but obviously with a sim you got all this stuff around you. Now this seat I'm on is incredibly comfortable. I've never had a complaint. Do you know, it's great. It's not uncomfortable, but there's something about Xbox with the headsets on your head, on your couch, shooting your friends, you know. Shooting your friends is great fun. The Clappity says the Atari 2600. I think it still has some games for it somewhere. Oh dear. Sly X, how are you? On YouTube, SLYX, Slyx? Greetings. We're about to do our descent. So, Boston, if you built a 700 PCs, you obviously worked in that. You know, I built this latest PC I have, the 4090. My first ever build. It's doing well. You know, I researched the bejesus out of it. And the 13 gen processors run very hot. Do you know? And I have to tell you, if you've built Boston F 700 pieces, I'll tell you my temperatures now because this is a little bit on my mind here. Let me just get IQ ready here. We're going to descend now, folks. Let's start our descent. Let's go to 2 initially. We're descending. And I'm not going to descend at that speed. Let's go back to... Now, I'm going to end up a little bit high because I'm going too fast now. I should have slowed down first and decelerate. I was foolish and unwise. But we've got a bit to go now. Oh, no, we don't. Oh. It's saying now we are to... What the deuce is going on here? It's gone crazy, folks. Let's do some... 93, we're 30, yeah. We should be descending now, that's odd. 93 miles to go. It's telling us now we're too high. Or too low. Okay, we've been back on track a bit here. Okay, that kind of disappeared up here, so I was getting a little bit disconcerted there. So we'll be alright. Where is that? Download. Okay, we'll worry about that later. So we're on our descent, folks. We're 10,000 feet. Transition is 5,000 feet. So 10,000 feet. I'm going to secure the passengers. Put on the landing lights. Are they off? For God's sake. I knew it when I did the after takeoff checklist. I kind of, if you noticed, I kind of remember there's something else, something else. Okay, the spoilers. Yeah, the flaps are up, of course. Yeah, you know, the brakes, yeah, the gear. And I was going, there's something else. I switched off these 2 lights. Oh, these come off at 10,000 feet, don't they? So I was foolish. I was busy chatting is what happened. That's what happens. So the lights are attracted. So we put them on at 10,000 feet. And the passengers are probably, you know, dying to go to the toilet. Probably wet their pants. Here we go. We're coming back onto profile now. Speed is good. Happy days. All will be fine. Go around procedures, folks. Let's just check that out. Mid approach. Climb straight ahead. Climb to D1.9 to pad. There it is. And then turn right. Here it is here. Then turn right. To the NDB. Climb to 3,000 feet. Okay, so then we can do the whole then, if you get stuck. Or, we could just turn right down here and go downwind and try again. 3,000 feet. Okay, so that's fine. Easy enough, straightforward enough. So, to pad, let's just check our frequencies, shall we? Let's check our frequencies. Let's go into rod nav. So the ILS is 108.55, 108.55. The approach course is 233. Approach course is 235 here on the chart. Okay, it's always a little bit out of, you know. Okay, we're going a little bit fast here, so I'm going to add some brakes here. But pad, The frequency for that is 108.5, and it doesn't have it in there. Let's put 08.5. And we can go to pad. Course is going to be 235 for the hold. And there you can see here on the pad here, 235, 3,000 feet. So we're ready for the hold. And the weather, you know, it's not going to improve, I'd say. Let's refresh the weather. 903 now. Let's just set that up. 903. And let's go to performance. 903. Boom. Anything else has changed? Now it is 280 at 14, gusting 26 knots, varying between 240 and 320, 1200 meters visibility, and runway 24, 500D. Oh, snow! Broken at 200 feet, overcast at 6. My minimum. Now, okay, so the problem is we're not going to get in here. Why are we being beeped up, please? Oh, yeah. Took the old speed break out there. We're back on track. Oh, that was a waste of fuel there, wasn't it? Because I had the speed brakes on and the engine was adding power to level off for the, you know, the descent. Anyway, so we are not going to get minimums, folks, right? Minimums are 874 feet, 200 feet above the ground. Right? And the weather is saying overcast, broken into overcast 600 feet, so above the ground. So that's not going to happen. So what normally would happen is they probably wouldn't have gone to Paderborn, because we knew when we left the weather was bad there. So it was before we left, the minimums were unacceptable. So we wouldn't have gone, or we would have gone somewhere. Well, we couldn't have gone. The flight would be delayed. But we went anyway, because the skipper sim. And we're going to go and we're going to manually do the approach anyway. I'm going to, when we get down, I'm going to call minimums. But we're going to continue on to maybe 50 feet. Or, I don't like doing this. Oh no, I do like doing this. Right? Or, is cat 3 there? No, no cat 3. No fancy cats. No cats. You're no cats. So, I'm going to take it down all the way, because it's a simulator and I know we're very naughty, but I'm going to do it. This will be challenging. Yeah. So there's very little visibility, so I'm going to be in trouble. Well, if there's no drama, you know, I've got 600 feet, so 600 feet's easy for me. You know, hang on, I might get my. Yeah, 874 is the minimum. So we're going to go down to. I'm going to go down to 100 feet, folks. Right, I'm going to go down. I'm going to land it. I don't need to see anything. You know, it's going to be an interesting one. Stay tuned. This is going to be a seriously, you know, a seriously scary approach. So it's going to call minimums at 874 feet, and I'm going to go, no! I'm going to continue on, and we're going to get into Paderborn. Manually, mind you. Not even on the autopilot. If you approach 138, I don't know. I don't know. It's a bit gusty there. Do you know? It's a bit gusty. Will it do it? Seems a bit low. Oh, let's have a look at the winds again. 14 at 26. Yeah, I'm gonna go 140. 145 actually on approach. That's what's happening. An extra few knots for the wife and kids, as they say. That's happening. So our approach speed will be 145 knots. I want the cabin lights off. That's what I want to have happen. Go in here. Also, I want these call outs. 500. Let's get a few more call heads in there, will we? Just to add to the drama of this crazy approach. Units defined, cabin lights off. Also, I want all this stuff on. I want nav and go around because we're going to be using that. And that's it. So let's go back to my flight. Just keep an eye on the weather there. And we're going in, folks. Going in. We're on profile. We're on speed. All's fine. Let's go back to the comments. I'll just take my face off for a moment if that's okay with you, folks. Let's just keep an eye here on the flight, though. 47 miles to go. Okay, I'm just going to hide my face for a second. There we go. No! That's the wrong one. That one. Boss enough. Maybe since I've been... Oh yeah, I read that. Evening from... Musan is on. Musfan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Evening from the wee County Louth. Musan, greetings. Greetings to you. Sean is... let's have a look at those comments there. 20,000 feet now descending, folks. 20,000 feet descending. Let's get the passenger view as we go into the clouds, folks. So, let's have a look at YouTube comments here again. Oh yeah, I read the Atari 2600. Skylinks is with us. Clappy D. Time for a beer and crisps. The madness begins. It does, Clappy D. I haven't crashed yet. We're going to go below minimums. If I don't see the runway lights, let's say 100 feet. I don't know. I'm going to do, right? I'm going to do I don't know. I don't know when I'm going to obey the rules. And we'll see how we'll see how we go. The most dangerous thing you can say in aviation, Ash, it'll be grand. No to that term. No. Has to be definite. In the real airlines, we would go around if we didn't see the runway lights sufficiently by 874 feet. Just go around, that's it. There, you're safe. But we're going to go below that. And if I crash into the runway, you will know why bad things happen. People don't, you know, don't play by the rules. Lip Rocketeer Sir says, I saw the weather and decided to drop out today. 2 challenging landings in a week is enough for me. But it's fun. You get good at it and then it becomes fun. Don't worry if you crash into the runway. Do you know? It is difficult with the ILS because as the closer you get, the more sensitive it becomes. And what happens with people is they keep moving too much of the control columns and up and down like a yo-yo. Just keep it going all the way down. Redcap 282 says, top tip, never go for a P unless you've double checked your autopilot settings. Yes, I know, I've done that. You know it. You know it. Sean says, from here is where the dude in my cockpit says overspeed and they're telling me to accelerate my descent to X feet. And then the message overstressed aircraft, then black screen. Oh. It's all fun. It's all fun though. CJM 845 Simulations is back with the CJM greetings. Hello sir, he says, I hope you're well. I'm well. I'm well, I hope you're well. We're in the soup now, folks. We're in the soup, folks. Welcome to the soup. Where are we? Oh, we're coming out of the soup a little bit. Coming out of the soup, we gotta find a little gap here. Let's have a look at the cockpit. 14,000 feet to go. 12,000 feet to go. If it's the ILS you're thinking of. That looks pretty cool, folks. Does that look scary or what? Thank you, Clappy D. Have a look at the Discord. Thank you for the Discord there, Clappy D. Do join the Discord, folks. Do hit the like button. Discord is free. Everyone's very friendly here and very, very helpful if you're new to flight simming. It's a gas, as the Americans would say back in the day. It's a gas. It's a hoot. It's fun. That's the view you see, folks. Doesn't that look stunning? Stunning. Von Beardington says, turn that view to the golden hour. Looks lush. It's coming into the golden hour now. I've timed it quite well. When we're at approach, it's going to be the golden hour. I don't want to make it any darker because I'm frightened. Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous with this one. A little bit edgy. Do you know? A little bit edgy. There's the bad weather ahead, folks. Just, you know. 11,000 feet now. 11,800 feet. Oh, we're a little bit high. Let's arm approach mode, shall we? More drag. More drag, folks. I'm going to arm approach mode now. Sorry, that should be performance, excuse me. Activating approach phase. Approach phase is activated, folks. ILS is on. 9.8 miles as the crow flies, though, don't worry. Because... why did you disconnect the autopilot? Oh, too high. Okay. Fine, have it your way. Have it your way. Going manual for a bit, folks. Going manual for a bit. 10,000 feet now. Lights coming on. Get those on now because we're going to be busy. Press loads of buttons here just to warn the cabin staff that bad things are going to happen. Now. More drag. Let's put on the drag and get down. I'm manual here. I'm manual. So we're going to take a big turn here to the right. We're going to mull the way around and come back on to the ILS here. Hopefully that's about 10. No, that's not 10 miles. That's very, very short. So this is going to be an interesting one. Obviously, you'd have at least 10 miles on final. Let me get the camera back on here so you can see my shot on her. There we go. So there we go. We're back on profile now. Let's activate the autopilot again. There we go. So those brakes. Yeah, concentration time, folks. Here comes the darkness. We're in the darkness, folks. No, we're not. Not quite. In the darkness. That is quite a nice view, isn't it? Now, let's stay in the cockpit. Let's not fool around, because I'm going to be here all night if I don't get this right. You know it. I know it. Producer knows it. Here comes the turn. I don't know if it's going to make this turn, folks. It seems a bit... I think it's going to disconnect here. I have a feeling. Yeah, disconnect there, so it won't make the turn. Yeah, okay, thank you. That's alright. I'll fly it. I'm flying it manually. Okay, we're manual, folks. We'll fight manual from here, shall we? Yes. Let's get ready for our landing. Speed brakes armed. Brakes are onto medium. Lights are set. Now we're coming over the airfield. Yeah, it wouldn't make that turn. I wonder why the procedures are the way they are in the sim, because it wouldn't be like that in real life, I'm pretty sure. I was talking to a pilot there. I was asking about this very question. Do you follow the procedures like this? This is what we do in the flight sim. And he goes, no, never. It's never like that. So let's switch to Q&H, which is 909 or 903. No. 1. It's going to give that to me now. my fault here. Let's get it back on the autopilot here and maybe do the rest of it. At least I can look around the cockpit then. Let's refresh the weather because we know it's going to change. QNH is now still 903. Grant. Okay, good. Good. Okay, all good. We're back on approach. We're coming away. You know, I'm going to start lowering flaps here because this is very tight. This is so anyway. Flaps 1. What happens is our approach. They never do it like this. He said. We just don't do it. It's radar vectors, and you would not be turning in to the ILS at 7.5 miles. So don't kick yourself if you don't get it right, because it's radar vectored in. Do you know? What's that about? I'm going to get lots of this ice. Oh my god! There we go. All the icing's now on, folks. Thank you, Airbus, for telling us about the ice. Flaps 2. Gear down. I'm gonna get it in here, folks. It's gonna be a tight turn. Oh, it's not so bad, you know. But that's looking down when we look at across and that. Anyway. Okay, fine. 9.4 miles to go. I'm just getting set up early. I didn't realise, actually, I have to be fair. I thought we were going to be turning in, so gears down a little bit early, but that's fine. Let's have a look at the checklist then. Just make sure I haven't missed anything. Approach fast safety belt signs are on. Radios are set. Speed is 210 knots. We're actually below that now, that's fine. Landing lights are on. Taxi lights are on. Ground spoilers are armed. Auto brake is set. Flaps 10 miles out. Grand. All the rest of the flap schedule and the gears down. And we're all good. Coming back to our speed now. QNH 902, 903, grip sim. Oh my god. 30 feet's going to make all the difference to this one. 993 once, 993 twice, 993 thrice. I'm not going like yesterday. Remember yesterday? If you're watching yesterday, I said this. I was on the ILS. I said I'm home now. It's easy now. Not a problem. I landed. Nice landing. All fine.
Speed.
Now I know why I added another 5 knots, another 5-6 knots. And I was saying, yeah, I'm home now. But when I went to turn off the runway, I couldn't turn. I turned off and then I went onto the grass. I couldn't actually. Wouldn't turn. No. I can hear the rain now, folks. Here comes the rain. Let's put some wipers on for... Oh, I can't listen to that awful sound. Sorry, no way I'm putting those wipers on. And we're good. There's a stonking 43 knot crosswind from the right. 6.3 miles to go. B checks. Flaps 3. We're going to be literally turning onto the centre line, folks. Recorder is on. A little bit nervous about this one now. Well, I'm not nervous. I'm just ready. Getting my view up to switch to manual. 5.2 foot flaps now. We've got snow and sleet here. Coming down to the glide slope. Any other warnings here? Too steep glide path. Okay, we're gonna manually do this then. You take a too steep glide path, you know what you can do with that. Autopilot off. My aircraft. Okay, flaps are full. Gears down. No, and lights are green. That's my airplane. We're going down, folks. Less is more of the controls. Flight director's operating as I would like. Oh, we got a monstrous crosswind from the right, folks.
Speed.
See that change in... That's why I put on the extra few knots, folks. That is why. It's bumpy. This is... Look at the speed tape to the right, the yellow arc. Down, get down, get down. Get down. Easy now. Be one with the wind. Be one with the wind, Gripperson. Be one. Don't fight the aircraft, go with it. Use the wind to your advantage. Can't see anything yet. Coming down. Oh, I see the runway lights. Okay, I'm still in. Eyes inside. Eyes inside for practice. Oh, that wind is going nuts, man.
300.
Yeah. Oh, look at the drift. Look at the drift. Now, I can't guarantee keeping this to the centre line because you know the way the sim works. Didn't tell me minimums. Continue landing. Or I didn't hear it. There we go. Yeah, grab it on.
40.
Because you know what happens is,
30.
the minute it touches down, you
20.
find eyes at the end of the runway. Firm landing. Sometimes I got full right rudder now and braking on the left. It's very hard to keep it on the runway in the sim. Certainly the centre line. I didn't need the brake after the reverse, as it turns out. Now the right brake should be much harder than the left. We got it down though, folks. Didn't even get a clap. Nope, no clap for Gripper Sim today. We'll see the brakes down in a second. There you go. That was fun. I got it down the first go. Happy days. Let's park it up here. Let's take it off the runway. Wait for the others to come down. Let's actually hop out. I'm going to hop out here very quickly and see if we can get the others coming in for their landings. There's a bit of snow, folks. I'll just come across here a little bit. Can I see them? Tagging up. Oh, they're down already. I'll just halt it here. Just to clean up. There we go. And park and brake on. And then we clean up. Let's see if we can see the others. Are they still with us? There's Ian the Vision Jet. I don't see anyone else there. You may have had to pop off for work. There's Lloyd Sim in the Hawk. Ah, you see Lloyd. I have the Hawk, Lloyd. Welcome, Lloyd. Okay, let's clean up and go to the... let's go to the gates. We're going to have a look at the review, the replay. Flaps are up. Let's clean it up. Spoilers are off. Transponder to standby. TCAS to standby. Transponder to standby. Lights. We don't need the icing now. Landing lights come retracted and off. We leave the nose to light to taxi. Runway turn on. Runway turn on. Wait. Runway turn off lights. We get rid of them. We leave the wing lights on for shits and giggles. And logo, we leave that on. What have I forgotten? The brakes. I knew there was something. Disarming the auto brake. And park and brake off. And let's taxi to the gate, folks. So that was fun. Oh, here they are. Here they are. Hang on. Brakes are on. Here they come. Here come the boys. We want to watch them coming in as well. Going up here. Increasing the speed of the camera. Here come the boys. I see Nighthawk at least. Where's Nighthawk? Here comes Nighthawk, folks. Nighthawk, we're with you, Nighthawk. I just want to say we're all counting on you. Here comes Nighthawk's approach, folks. There, we're putting him under pressure. Let's declutter. Let's just keep it going there. Here comes Nighthawk. That evil crosswind. It's much... That crosswind there we just did would be easy in the real thing, you know? And it's just... The minute you touch it, it's so hard to keep it on the runway. Come on, Nighthawk, pop it down there, pop it down. Don't go for a nice landing. Thump those wheels down. Thump them down. Thump them down. Now, it's hard to keep it on the centre of the runway because that's flight sim, not you. See, that's the problem I had. See that? It's because the crosswind pushes the tail over way too much, and he's probably got full rudder in and braking. Keep it on. Well done, Nighthawk. Well done to Nighthawk. Hero of the day, folks. Hero of the day to Nighthawk. Very nice. Have you got anyone else? Not. There's Ian the Vision Jet, but that's easy. Well done, Nighthawk. Well done. Nighthawk's one of our esteemed followers for quite a while. Let's take the parking brake off now and get to the gates here. Very well done. The reason that jet is floating like that is because it's not what it looks like. It's a VTOL aircraft. Yes, folks. Let's see what Microsoft says with regards to get into the gates. Taxi to gate 1. Will do. Don't my little thing work with that little thing here? Well, my baby wheels aren't working after the new install, folks. What a bummer. I have to re-sign the button for it. Now I see my screen flashing. I didn't get... I forgot actually to get the HDMI cable. That's all it is. It started up now. I didn't notice it throughout the stream. So where's gate number 1? This again is power. Looks pretty good. The gates are up here, folks. Yeah, it's flashing a lot there now, the TV. Very displeasing. Gate 1 is right there. Paderborn, Lippstadt, folks. Welcome to the madness. Get on that yellow line there. Let's switch to... I can't see the yellow lines there indicating. Oh, there it is. A little bit. And a little bit. Come on, turn. You can turn more than that, surely, Mr. Airplane. There we go. Thank you. Let's get right on it here. No marshaller. It's got to be gate number 1 here. But that's what I'm talking about. That, folks, see the people there? Moving around. And the people in here as well. You know, when you get to the gate, it's just brings a bit of life to the whole sim, doesn't it? Do you know? And it looks really cool. Parking brake on. Flaps back down for the replay. Oh! We got a crazy person in the fire truck. Let me set the camera, please. So there we are, folks. Gate number 1, I think. Doesn't really tell us, does it? I love that. You know, the way the people are kind of watching all the... There's Conan O'Brien, ladies and gentlemen. Conan O'Brien is with us. To see the landing. That is definitely Conan O'Brien. If you watch American television at all. And there's all the peeps walking around in here, waiting for the luggage. Very atmospheric, isn't it? Let's see who the boys here. I'd like to thank Nighthawk for coming with us. Nice one, Nighthawk. Don't kick yourself over that landing, whatever you do. I ain't anymore, because flight sim, the winds, what happens is the minute you touch down, even if it's a 13 knot wind, you can't get full rudder authority to keep it on the runway, which is very frustrating. Thank you, Echo India Bravo Uniform Mike. I missed your landing, damn it. Ian Bev is coming to Vision Jet, that should be fine. Looks like you did a good job there though, you know. It looks like Echo India Bravo Mike Uniform did a good job. That white uniform rings a bell with me. I think I flew that. That was the Cessna 152 back in the day, folks. Here comes Ian in the Vision Jet. Oh, we got you, Ian. We've got you. Ian Bevo's coming in, ladies and gentlemen, in the Vision Jet. Looks good. Looks good. Looks like he's got it organised. Nice firm landing is what you need. Don't float it. Very nice, Ian Bevo. Very nice. He's got it. He's got it right on the centre line. In the Vision Jet. Nice one, Ian. Night Hawk did well. We had someone else though, didn't we? We had a few more. Pete New Zealand is behind. Pete New Zealand. He is... Oh, he's miles away. Maybe he diverted. Let's reset the cam. Okay, let's do the replay. Sorry, folks. Replay time. Replay time. And while we're doing the replay, we'll have a look at the comments. Stop recording. Replay. Pause replay. Let's have a look at the takeoff there. I was a little bit concerned there with my pitching up at the replay. See, the weather here is still live weather. I'm going to put the daylight a little bit earlier, folks, so you can see what's happening, because otherwise it'll be too dark and you won't really see anything. So I'll put it to about there. Let's resume the replay. So I was just worried about a tail strike here. I just felt I pitched up too suddenly. So this is our departure. Doesn't record the sounds, of course. We didn't have full flaps taken off. No, okay. Okay. That was fine. Oh. That was fine. Pause replay. It doesn't record the gear either. I went all the way across. Oh, it's going crazy. 4090. Okay, here we go. Resuming replay. For the landing from 1500 feet. Decluttering. It's going to go crazy in here now because everything's set differently. So that's 1500 feet down, and it was manual from... Oh, was it a bit late? No, that was manual there. It looks a little bit... I'm going to keep it as a stationary view, folks. I'll get rid of my face just for eye candy, and we'll do a few of these. We'll have a few different views of this. Boom. Wasn't as hard as the last one I did. Mestufan is on. Mestufan, greetings to you. The edge from you was behind Conan. Oh, really? That's Conan O'Brien. Oh, excuse me. I wanted a firm landing, right? We're going to examine this a little bit, okay? Goose. Okay, now watch the way I slowly go to the right here. See, I'm going to the right here. Now, why is that happening? Right? It's a little bit buggy, and I'll tell you why. In the sim. Okay. Now I don't know if the 747 does it like that, but just see the crab here. So I'm crabbing into the wind. My nose is almost over the center line, and that's what you want, okay? That's what you want to have happen. So the nose wheel is just over the center line, where it should be a little bit offset there. That's what you want. Can we do that slowly? Can you? I think so. Let's resume the replay. Now watch when I touch down here. I'm going to touch the wind in the cockpit. Let me have a look here. Let's just see the wind down in the cockpit. Okay. Wind's coming from this side. Right? There's our crab angle. So I'd be looking like this out of the cockpit. That's where my head would be. But my head was here. It makes it a bit awkward, okay? So your head would be here. Now you want that center line in between your legs. In between your feet. Sit on it, whatever you like, right? We didn't get that angle there. I should have changed my camera angle. But, so the wind is, it's only, oh, it's given live wind, 20 knots, let's say. So it's 10. 10 to 14, well, let's say 14 knots, right? 14 knots we had crosswind in total, okay? So what happens is, in this simulator, the wind is coming from this angle here, and it pushes the tail so the nose goes to the right. And that's fine. But when the wheels touch down on the runway, it exaggerates the force of the tail, and you run out of rudder authority to straighten up the aircraft on the runway centre line, and you've got to use differential braking at most to keep it on the runway. So you'll see it here then. Thump it down. Now I'm putting in right rudder, all right. I have full right rudder, and I'm braking on the right, and I can barely even stay on the runway. So that's just, don't kill yourself. Don't be shooting yourself over that when you're going to crosswind. Not in the sim, it's much easier in real life. Let's have a look at passenger view, and while we're looking at the passenger view, I'll read the comments. There's a turn, late turn. Let's have a look at passenger view. Passenger view, please. Produce the buttons. Passenger view, please. Produce the buttons. Thank you, produce the buttons. There's the scary passenger view. To the comments. On Twitch, I'm on Twitch first. Mr. Fan says we excuse me, we can count you loud. Thank you, Mustafa. Boss Def is saying icing. Applause. That's obviously what a lad there. Stan gave me loads of curry bowl butter there. Two-tone butter. Oh, that's from Two-Tone Murphy. Great. Gibbo. I hit the terminal at least. Boss enough, that was fine. Mr. Van, airport add-on looks nice. It is. It's Paderborn and Lippstadt is one of the better ones, folks. It's really good. It's got the people moving inside. Hugh Cook Scotland's laughing out loud. That is Conan O'Brien laughing out loud. Okay. Get the name mixed up today. Mr. Van says the edge from U2. Ah, that's it. U2 was behind Conan. Oh, I didn't notice that, Mr. Van. We have a look in there again before we go. On YouTube. They're asking, so I can't get them all. CGM, I said hello to you. Blackjack was with us. Blackjack's with us. Evan McCarthy says very dark, very murky. Yes. Clappy D said, obviously I landed. He said, well done. We're all clapping here. Excellent. Thank you, Clappy D. I'm pleased. I didn't have to spend another 4 hours trying to get it right. Solid landing, but not too bad at all. Yeah, you did a good one as well, Blackjack. Evan Murphy was clapping. Peter Bevington, nice landing. It will be 100% better than mine when I get there. No, that was fine. That was fine, Peter. You did well. Nighthawk, smiling. G-Flow, greetings. Sorry you had to leave there. I was Floyd Sim on the Hawk. Oh, I see. G-Flow, greetings, by the way, G-Flow. He's the only survivor. That was some weather on that approach, G-Flow. G-Flow, do you know what? You might have been there and I just didn't recognize your handle there. What's your handle in the flight sim, G-Flow? If it wasn't for gripper right in front, I'd have been lost. Ah, okay. G-Flow, welcome to the channel, G-Flow. Do stick around. You know? I've learned by watching streams, and people on the stream actually helped me out. Von Barrington, have a great night, guys. I'm heading off. See you, Von Barrington. I probably missed you now. Red Cap, see ya, Beardy. Hope you enjoyed F-35. We'll have a look at Edge there. Paris Sim, greetings to you, Paris Sim. I have the same problem in Microsoft Ground Roll whenever I do crosswind landings. Yeah, it's a problem. Phoenix to be exact. Yeah, it maybe I'm going to start flying the 737. Maybe it is the Phoenix. I don't know, but it does it in the Cessna 150s as well because I tested it. So I wouldn't be talking nonsense. It does the exact same things in all the aircraft are flying the real world. I can guarantee you, it's not you. There we go. There you go, folks. We're down. Happy days. So that was enjoyable. That was enjoyable. So tomorrow I have the day, most of it anyway. I got to fly in the real world tomorrow. The weather may not be looking good. So I will get to the 77 tomorrow, I think. I think I'll take a break here after this stream. Enjoy some television watching, folks. So thank you very much for following. And I'd like to thank you this week. You know what? Peter Bevington super chatted 5. Peter, thank you so much. Peter, I'm delighted you enjoyed the channel. He says, thanks for all the flight script. I really enjoy your streams. I'm delighted. Thank you very much, Peter. I'll sleep well tonight. Sean also super chatted 140. Thank you so much. He says, just saying thank you. I'm enjoying the peacefulness of the live stream sessions. Do join us, Sean, right? Oh, my face. You can see my face there. Huh? Oh, there we go. Do join us, Sean. Xbox is great if you're on the Xbox. Or you can friend me, by the way, guys, on within Microsoft Flight Simulator, not Xbox because I don't play the Xbox, but within Flight Simulator you'll see Gripper Sim. Put me on your friends list. I will accept it. I always do. But just join us for shits and giggles. There's no, don't be thinking, oh, I'll make a fool out of myself, my landings or something. Don't worry about it. We're all having a bit of crack. We've all started the same way. You'll only get help and support from us. It's very friendly, and on the Discord it's very friendly as well. So thank you to Peter, Sean, Quaggy UK as well, who resubscribed for 8 months, and thank you very much everybody who has become members and who's given gifts as members, and all that kind of stuff. Thank you so much. Thank you all, and we'll see you on Sunday at 2100 hours on the North European server, folks. 2100 hours, and I'll let you go. Have a great weekend. Thanks, Boston Elf. Oh yeah, I did say you too, didn't I? Let's have a look. Let's see what you're talking about here, you two. Right, hang on here. Just before we go, I spotted Conan O'Brien, or Conan from the American TV show. Is he still doing it? Now here, someone said the edge was here somewhere. Where's the edge? Let's slow down the camera because it's going to make us all very dizzy and ill. So there's there's the edge there, look. There's the edge. There's Conan O'Brien there, a younger version, I grant you. But there's the edge there behind with the cap on. There's the edge there. There's a girl walking through them. Conan O'Brien and the edge, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, she's cute, isn't she? I don't know who that is. He looks like someone. This guy is very fashionably dressed. He's saying, hey, Gripper Sim, how you doing? Not too bad. I like your beard. He's obviously very Nordic. But there you go, folks. That's the same guy. He looks like someone as well. But there you go. There's Conan O'Brien and the edge, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. So, folks, thank you so much. Oh, Parasim, thank you for the 3. Parasim, thank you so much. Wow. There you go. Donation towards the channel there, folks. That'll keep us going on more sceneries like this, so for me, Parasim, thank you so much. We really appreciate you. You're a star, a hero of the day, ladies and gentlemen. It's Parasim, Evan Bevington and Sean. And we've got Parasim and Sean who are new. So Parasim and Sean, have a look at the Discord there. Would I put a link for the Discord? Just look up Gripper Sim. It's free. There's no paywall. It's free. Look up Gripper Sim, and we'll see you on Sunday, 2100 hours on the North European server. With myself, user buttons, Colonel Clink, the Navigator, the Edge, and Conan O'Brien. Ciao, ciao.